Yes, Dave. I think I met you that last time. Is he live? Fans of everything. Yeah. Can I get up and do a little flash? Yeah. You're the speaker. Yeah. Right.
Content over everything.
All right. Does anybody want to stick around for this one? Might be interesting to some people. Roll up. All right. My name is Eco Dave. And I'm quite regular down here. And what I want to share with you today is two fundamental questions. Who are you? And where are you? Anybody can answer that? How about you, sir?
I'd ask you the same question.
Okay. So let's start with the second question first. Where are you? Do you know where you are?
Tell me.
Okay, it seems, well, from my observations and some research that I've done, and also from some experiments I've done, are we still live there? Yeah. It seems to me that we're not on a so-called ball, hurtling through like space at astronomical speeds. It doesn't seem to me that we're flying through space at 1,000 miles an hour, or rotating at 1,000 miles per hour, running like flying through space at 66,000 miles an hour, and then hurtling through the galaxy at 666,000 miles. It doesn't seem to me that that is happening at all like that. Because I stand here and everything seems stationary. We seem to be on a stationary level plane. And actually, if you do your own research, you'll come to the conclusion that water does not stick to the exterior of objects, like balls, or squares, or triangles, yeah? So how can water stick to the outside of a ball? It seems that we're living on a flat, stationary plane. And if you check all of the religions, if you check all the books, the holy books of all the religions, whether that be the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Vedas, all the other scripts, it seems to be they all write about the same thing. We're all on a stationary level plane. And you can check that. Please go away and research that for yourself. I've read all these scriptures in each of these books, and I've learned a lot from them. It seems to be that it's all the same. What I've read seems to come to one conclusion. We're living on a stationary level plane. Are we living on a stationary level plane, sir? He will agree with me. And I just, we met before and we're meeting again. So what I would suggest is do your own research. You can go online, there are thousands of videos. 200 proofs we're not living on a spinning ball. Eric Dubay. Hi, Eric. And then there's another, there are many other videos. You can check this out. And the more you research, I didn't come to the conclusion lightly. I actually set out to actually disprove the globe. I spent 3 years doing it and I couldn't, or try to prove the globe, sorry. And to me, it's a fantasy, yeah? The more I researched, the more I came up with the conclusion that we live on a stationary level plane, yeah? And you'll say, oh, gravity, how do things stick to a ball? Water does not conform to the outside of objects, yeah? How can there be bendy water? Water's always level, it's always flat. I've been to lakes, I've been to oceans, I've been to Lake Michigan, I've been to the Lake District. Water is always level, always level, yeah? And you can do all this for yourself. I trust my own senses. I don't believe in other things, believe in things. I go out there, do my own research, and I found out that we live on a level, stationary plane, yeah? So it's all there. Research it. Even standing here right now, I don't feel like we're moving. Do you feel like you're moving? I mean, use your senses.
What sense?
All of your senses. Your ears balance. Your eyes. No, as you stand on this ground here, do you feel it's moving? Exactly. So why is not 70% of the world is water? What are the characteristics of water? Huh? All right, water always finds its level. No matter if you take water, and no matter where, if you pour a cup of tea, if you make a bath, it's always level. But even in nature, yeah, the lakes are always level. In the rivers are always level. So how can you tell me that they're
not always like
The flowing level, flowing, yeah, yeah. But how can you, from that, how can the oceans be curved? Yeah, how can the oceans be curved? Because I've never seen curvature. I've flown so many times. I've never seen curvature from a plane. Yeah, I've used a camera called a P900, and I've actually gone out and I've seen boats go over the horizon. Yeah, and then I take my camera and they zoom back in. Magically, once I focus on them, there's no curvature. Yeah, water is always level. So please, if you're watching this online, please go and research. Do your own research. It's all available online. You can educate yourself. When you were 5 years old, you weren't given a choice. You were basically educated into a system. But only when you reached adulthood, you gained critical thinking.
And the map we have now, up to from the middle, which is the North Pole, which is the middle, up to the south, that is not the whole Earth.
Yeah, it's possible.
This is the map we have.
Yes, it's possible there's more land.
Maybe later we can go.
If there's more land, there's more resources.
Yes.
If there's more resources, we don't need to have war. If we don't have war, we can all live in harmony. If we become vegan, as most people or many people are doing these days, and stop eating meat, we can have non-animal tendencies. Yeah? I'll just go into that I'll just segue into that briefly, yeah? A couple of years ago, I became vegetarian, and a year or two ago, I became vegan. Stopped eating meat totally. Stopped eating all processed food. All of it. Just eating organic, natural foods, which anybody can do. Even if you go in the supermarket, you can buy organics, yeah? Sorry? Well, it's as fine as it can be, yeah? And what you'll notice is that you will become, if you stop eating meat, it's very heavy and dense. And it takes a lot of your digestive system, 80-90%, to process that. But what you'll notice is that if you stop eating meat, you'll have more energy because you've got more energy that was being used with digestion can be used in other ways. When I became a vegan, I bounced up out of bed and just, I've got a full day on or whatever. When I was eating meat, I was just very sluggish, tired, want to watch TV. Don't do that anymore. Stop watching the TV, by the way, because it's just programming. So if you become a vegan, you can change your whole life. Stop eating. There's three things. I've got a channel on Instagram, Holistic Nutrition Daily. 3 steps. Stop eating processed food. That includes all meat, everything, dairy, all dairy. Totally stop eating all processed. Okay. Stop eating all processed foods. Become a vegan. Try it. Give it a try. Become a vegan, and you'll notice you become more healthy. Second point. Next step. Research Dr. Sebi and get yourself an alkaline diet. And your diet, you go from an acidic diet. If you eat alkaline foods, you become more alkaline and you become more healthy. So what you can do is just research that, choose foods that are all alkaline, yeah? And the, cucumbers and all of that, it's all out there, yeah? And what you'll notice is your body will become more alkaline. And one of the most, how can I say this? Having an acidic diet causes many diseases. So you can change that. If you take an alkaline diet, you can refine your body and become more healthy. Let's put it that way. And you don't become susceptible to those bacteria or mold that thrive on acidic environments. Yeah? So it's very easy. Just research Dr. Sebi, alkaline diet. You can test yourself by putting a tester you can get on Amazon in your mouth every morning, little strip, and you want to aim for between 7 and 7.5. So that's step 2, alkaline diet. Step 3, stop using fluoride. Stop using fluoride toothpaste. Choose an alternative. There are many out there, including charcoal toothpaste. You can buy it on Amazon for £3. It's and what you'll notice after 1 month, your mind will become less foggy and more clear, because what the fluoride does, it blocks your glandular system. So over years and years, your glands become clogged up with this fluoride, yeah? But you can detox that by using natural. So you can use charcoal toothpaste and also distilled water. You can use the tap water, but distill it. So you can buy those online for about 50 or 60 pounds. Once you stop infecting yourself or using fluoride, you'll notice not the first day, not the second day, not the third day, but after about the 4th week, your body will become lighter. You'll have clearer thoughts, yeah? And you won't be bogged down with all these daily repeating thoughts, yeah? You can just have I'm going to say, you can become more refined, you become more clear, and more healthy, just more healthy in general. So there's a 3-point plan. Getting back to what I was saying, where are we? It seems through all the texts, all the religious texts, and again, if people realize this, that uniformly, all the religious texts say that we live on a stationary level plane, we'll stop fighting. There's no need. There's no need for wars. And that also indicates that if it's flat and level, indicates that beyond what we think is Antarctica, I've never been there, but I'm just how can I say, I'm just kind of theorizing that there may be more land. So, because Antarctica in a circle, it doesn't go on, it doesn't stop at some point, it goes on, may go on further, yeah? And
maybe
if there's more land,
inhabitable.
say again?
Very cold. It's inhabitable.
Well, it may be, yeah, but you know, there's also evidence online that in the summer it isn't so cold. Yeah, again, it's all, you know, I've never been there, so I can't say categorically, but it seems like there may be more land. But it just seems to me that we live on a flat, level, stationary plane. Do your own research. And then the second question, was the first question, I'll come back to that. The most important question. Are you listening, yeah? Sir, can you tell me, who are you? Not your name, not your bank account, not your social security number. Who are you? You don't know, okay? Who are you? You're a human being, what's that? You're living in this world, yeah. But behind everybody, we're universally, we are all human beings. But do you not, how can I say, we're all human beings, but everybody's different, yeah? It is beautiful. If we were all the same, it would be really boring. But I want to go a little bit deeper now. I want to go a little bit deeper. If you start getting a clearer mind, start doing a bit of meditation, perhaps a little bit of prayer if you're so inclined, start asking to the question of who you are. And become quiet, and just keep researching that yourself, asking yourself that question. You will be surprised what you might find. We are more than what we've been told. Thank you for asking that. So in my opinion, I think we live in a created world. And you are a player you are a co-creator in this world. That's why you have free will. So you can actually create your own reality in this world. But what I'm saying you're not, I'll go more towards what people aren't, is not the program that they've been educated into. Yeah? If you research a bit deeper, which, you know, I ask you to do that, you might be surprised, surprised to find, you know.
Sorry. It's about the extremists. These guys, they want Sharia in the UK. Come on.
Get it rolling, get it rolling. No, get it rolling. Got stuff to say. I've got a bit of a bone to pick. Tell me when you're filming. Give me a thumbs up when you're filming.
Please step back, man.
What do you step back, bro?
Allow it, man. Allow it.
Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam amma ba'd. Okay, recently there was an issue that appeared on Twitter. It was one of these so-called